Britain is facing an energy crisis. Here's why we should be angry about it.
Tonight at 10, ministers strike a deal to avoid possible food shortages because of the startling rise in energy costs.
According to you, the government is to hold more crisis talks with the energy regulator today over rising gas prices.
The crisis is a big one for the British economy. Energy firms are already going bust, and some of the biggest names in the business are now threatened. And it's going to spread. Food production is under threat, and other industries face chaos. This all means that energy prices are likely to rise. On the back of the national insurance hike and the cut in universal credit, that means millions of working class people face rising costs this winter. How did it get to this mess? This isn't just some accident that's fallen from the sky, despite what the mainstream media and Tory minister Kwasi Kwarteng like to pretend. This is the result of years of privatisation and deregulation. When Margaret Thatcher privatised the gas industry, we were told it was a brilliant example of shareholder democracy. The reality is that privatisation opened the way for big companies to take a huge share of the market and make huge profits. Smaller companies, who are now going bust, told us that they could take on the bigger figures in the energy market. And for a time, they were able to offer cheaper prices. But in that time, their owners got filthy rich. We were told, again, that this was all down to the brilliance of the free market. And now that the price of gas is rising, it means that a lot of the smaller companies are now going bust. It's that bad that out of the 55 companies that currently exist, they estimate that by the end of the year, only 5 or 10 will be left standing. And the worst part of it is that the bosses of those companies, who for so long have championed the free market and deregulation, now have the cheek to say that public money should be used to bail them out. Oh, and by the way, they're also asking to remove the environmental levies that help people try and pay for energy efficient homes. We shouldn't stand for this. Instead of bailing out the big companies to protect their profits, the whole sector should be nationalised without compensation. The CEOs and shareholders shouldn't get a penny. And we should use this as an opportunity. We should transition to sustainable energy to save the planet. We need real action rather than the hot air the Tories talk about climate change. The energy sector should be run for people, not profit. That means keeping people safe and warm, but also in a way that is sustainable for our environment. Don't bail out the fat cat bosses, nationalise the whole sector, and let's run it for people, not profit.